Title. She demanded the money. I gave it, but not how she expected. I need the money by tomorrow, she snapped, slamming a folder onto the table. The thud echoed like a punch. Inside were papers, invoices, letters stamped red, totaling $750,000. Her parents' debt. Not ours. Hers. You're a man, aren't you? Fix this. No delays. Her voice didn't waver. It wasn't desperation. It was command, like I was a servant, not a husband. Her father's company had collapsed months ago. Mismanagement, gambling, greed. I had warned her. She had said love meant support. Now, apparently, support meant bailing out her family's empire overnight. I smiled. She thought it was agreement. It wasn't. It was goodbye. Hours later, I was at the airport, calm, detached, watching city lights blur behind tinted glass. Back at the house, she would find the front door locked, the safe emptied, and a small box on the dining table waiting for her. Clara wasn't always like this. When I first met her, she was elegance wrapped in fire. Sharp, ambitious, breathtaking in that dangerous way that made people strive to impress her. I was one of them. I believed in building together. I ran a small logistics firm. She was a PR executive, brilliant with people. We were a team, or so I thought. She spoke of family like royalty. Her father, a visionary. Her mother, a saint. The night we got engaged, she toasted to never worrying about money again. I laughed. I should have listened. After the wedding, it started small. She borrowed from our joint account, temporarily shift assets to her father's failing company. Every time I questioned her, she twisted it into guilt. Why are you so controlling? Love had blinded me. Her confidence silenced me, until that silence became costly. It started with a single message. Reconciling accounts late one night, I saw a transfer. $200,000 wired from our joint account to Marwick Holdings, her father's bankrupt firm. Signed under my name. Forged. I stared at it, feeling the cold shift from hurt to clarity. Then came the second clue, an overheard conversation, whispering to her mother, "Don't worry. Once I get him to move the funds, we'll settle everything. Get him to move the funds." She didn't plan to ask. She planned to drain me. That night, I didn't sleep. Not out of heartbreak. Out of calculation. The next morning, she smiled as if nothing happened, made coffee, kissed my cheek, told me she loved me. I smiled back. That was the moment everything changed. I didn't confront her. I didn't scream. I planned. First move, liquidation. Over 2 weeks, I quietly converted every asset under my name into liquid form. Sold shares, side properties, even cars, under guise of a business restructure. She didn't notice. She thought I was preparing to pay. Second move, relocation. I opened offshore accounts under a trust, Breyer Foundation. Non-traceable, legal, invisible. Third move, bait. I told her I was meeting potential investors to raise funds for her parents' crisis. I let her overhear a fake call confirming a $750,000 wire to our account by tomorrow morning. Her eyes lit up. Relief, hunger, entitlement. Fourth move, the box. While she slept, I packed it. One of her mother's old jewelry boxes. Inside, everything she would understand. A copy of the forged wire authorization. Photos of her and her mother plotting, my hidden camera evidence, my wedding ring, a printed plane ticket to Zurich, and a note. This is what I meant by no delays. The next day unfolded perfectly. She left early to meet her parents' lawyer, expecting me to deliver the money that evening. I transferred the last of my assets to the trust at noon. By 4 p.m., I was at the airport, passport stamped, boarding gate quiet. I checked my phone. 5 missed calls. Then a message. Don't forget the documents. I'll need them signed by 8 p.m. I smiled. She really thought I'd show up. By the time she returned, the bank accounts would be empty. Every joint account locked. Every card canceled. Only one door open. The dining room. On that table, the box. She arrived around 8:30 p.m. According to the cameras. Hair messy, lipstick smudged, panic written across her face. Calls went straight to voicemail. Then she saw the box. She opened it. The The scream came seconds later, sharp, echoing through the empty house. Papers, forged wire, photos, the ring, all thrown to the floor. She realized every move was documented, every account frozen, every escape blocked. Then the final envelope, addressed to her parents. Inside, a legal notice. Marwick Holdings was under federal investigation. The tip came from an anonymous whistleblower, me. She tried to hand me her parents' debt. I had handed them the law. I watched from a hotel room, live feed streaming from my hidden cameras. Her mother collapsed onto a chair. Her father yelled, waving papers. Clara stood, shaking, clutching the ring as if it explained anything. Then she noticed a plain ticket on the table. Zurich, my name. She realized she couldn't follow. All her passports were in the emptied safe. 2 weeks later, I sat at a cafe overlooking Lake Zurich. Quiet morning, no noise, no debt, no Clara. I expected revenge to feel fiery, explosive. It didn't. It felt like balance restored. I checked the news. Marwick Holdings. CEO and family under investigation for fraud and forgery. Photos of her parents, disheveled, defeated outside the courthouse. No, Clara. Later, an email from an unknown sender. No subject, one line. You ruined my life. I typed back. No, Clara. You traded it. Then I closed my laptop. Revenge isn't about anger. It's about clarity. Love blinds. Betrayal burns. In the end, she handed me her family's debt, expecting payment. I paid, but not the way she imagined. Sometimes the best payment isn't money.